Acacia paradoxa, there it is, Acacia paradoxa or kangaroo thornbush. We have a calitris there. It's another actinorhiza or Graham Bond tree, a tree that has breathable nitrogen fixing nodules. Breathable because it's a fungal bacterium, so it's not an anaerobic system like it is with legumes. So another common member we have is the she oak or Australian oak. That also does it as well. That has Frankia in it. You know, it's a Graham Bond tree, so you might want to look at that up. That's why it's got that colour. That's why it's got that nice green colour in it, because it doesn't have to worry about nitrogen. It just gets it from its fungal bacterium's symbiont partner sort of thing. So yeah. Anyway, we've got the nice littage here, and as I said, as we go every month into the wet, until we get to the middle of the wet, this will get earlier and earlier in the afternoon. You'll have to go out earlier and earlier to get this sort of light littage, and later in the morning sort of thing. So 3:30, 9:30, 2:30, 10:30, 1:30, 11:30, and as you get to the middle of the wet, it'll be basically you only get this sort of littage of this sort of intensity at midday sort of thing, and then as you go past the middle of the wet, it starts going back the other way. And you know, you have to almost wait till the end of the day before you can go out without being attacked by X-rays, basically. So yeah, I just thought I'd take you over here, and there's some cyanophyta which will start to tick off soon. I'm just looking for patches of it. In the Maxies, I'm looking for little patches of, yeah, this sort of area that will come back, and it will be a cyanophytic sort of ooze sort of thing. But we'll look at that further as we get into the season sort of thing. It takes a few rains for it to come back sort of thing. But we'll film that later on in the season. Yeah, Sour Briar Creek. Yeah, it's a colloquial misspelling. Well, it's probably the German spelling, but anyway, yeah, a lot of German influence in the in southern Abertland, basically, and up near Harndorf and places like that. So yeah. You can hear that sound in there. That's the sound you're hearing there is mole crickets. I have got a clip when I go out to the up the back of the wet wall sort of area, and I come across one where I actually walk over an area, and it's so loud, it's just unbelievable. But unfortunately, that particular clip for some reason doesn't want to upload to YouTube, so I have sent it to my friends though, whether they can find a way of uploading it. You know, the usual thing, the best clips somehow seem to have a glitch or something, you know. Yeah. Well, colour check on the bus. So that's about it. I just thought I'd give you an intro to the new season. I'm doing this mainly because I said the last 4 years I've been off a lot. 4 years ago, those seasons we had sort of strange seasons, so I was stuck in the house for the first 2 months of every season, getting fatter and things like that, so I need to get out more. And of course then we've had the last 2 years of this COVID bullshit nonsense or whatever it is. So it's all coming out now. Lots of evidence coming out now, you know, pictures, you know, documents, everything. I mean, I can't really deny it, can I? But you said this. Look, these are your words, you know, written down here, and this date. Oh, I can co-check these dates with other papers and things and photographs, and you went to this concert here on this date, and that ties in with this letter and that letter and blah blah blah, and what's that Wallace and Gromit thing? Bang to rights, oh yeah. Yeah, I think these people are banged to rights all right. Some of them I don't think are actually with us anymore. If you take note of their eye colour, I mean, people just don't change their eye colour, do they? I mean, but especially when there have been prominent articles written about intense blue, this person has intense blue eyes, and now, hang on, that person's got grey eyes. And earlobes and things like that, you know. When was the last time you saw someone had an earlobe change or something without having a backup story of, I got some skin cancer on the ear and it had to be, I had to have plastic surgery on it. I mean, I know. Anyway, that's about it. I think I've said most of it. I've probably forgotten the odd thing I should have said, but, you know, I bought my backup battery just in case, but it's the start of the season. But as I said here, we're off for so long that you know, you're in the wet before you even realise you're going in and you've got to play catch up, whereas over in WA it's like 8.5 months on and you're barely off before it starts again, and so you're still in that on mode, whereas here it's barely 5.5 months on and the rest of the time you're off, and so you get into this off mode. We also have this like schizophrenic personality where you do all your thinking during the dry and you do all your physical work and activity during the wet when it's cooler and everything. And of course the two don't marry up because, as I said, it starts so suddenly and you're playing catch up all the time, whereas over in WA it's the other way around. Your downtime is so short that you, just as you're about to go off, you're back on again and off and running, I think. So, and everything's fresh in your mind, you know. You're not forgetting your camera settings because you've had 7.5 months off and you've almost forgotten you've got to start reading the instruction book again because you've been off for almost, 2/3 of a year sort of thing. But anyway, that's about it. I just thought I'd give you this upload. We'll probably split this into 2 lots of 20 or something, I don't know. Okay, see you then. And as I said, we're so as I said, the eucalypt there flowers in February, and some places in the neighbourhood it's still flowering because, as I said, the chewers it started up from mid-March basically, and we've had a chill for about 3.5 weeks now. It's been coming off the Antarctic, so yeah, very unusual. Some of the eucalypts in the neighbourhood are still flowering. So the Cotoneaster is coming on really rapidly now because we've had the chill. Because usually when the Cotoneaster is at its peak, that's when the prey foliage are at their prime. So this will be at its peak the 21st of May for about 3 weeks. So when this is at its peak, basically that's when you get out looking at prey foliage. So anyway, that's about it. Oh, yeah, I put some sand down there. I gave up on this. It was just too much water to actually keep it going. So anyway, I put some sand down there, and I'm doing a few other things. So did I just tread on one of those toilet rolls? Sunk down a little bit. But anyway, over and out. See ya.